Now today, we welcome consultant and author Liz Wiseman. She's the president of the Wiseman Group, a leadership research and development center headquartered in Silicon Valley, where she advises senior executives on leadership strategy and team building. Formerly, she was the vice president at Oracle Corporation, responsible for developing globally minded leaders through their leadership training center, Oracle University. Liz is the author of Multipliers, a book that's getting a lot of buzz in the business community these days. Multipliers is based on years of research into the types of leaders who lead highly effective teams. It provides an insightful and practical perspective, one that I think you will find highly applicable to your leadership. Let me frame it up to you. We've all had experience with two dramatically different types of leaders. Some leaders, possibly unintentionally, are difficult to work with. They drain energy and capabilities from their teams, always needing to be the smartest one in the room. Liz calls these leaders diminishers. Now, by contrast, we've all probably worked with leaders who brought out the best on their teams. And these leaders skillfully amplify the intelligence and capability of the people they work with. She calls these leaders multipliers. And Liz has done extensive research into both of these kinds of leaders. She's identified specific characteristics that makes the multiplier leader so effective. And the best news is that you and I can develop these skills and apply them to our own leadership. I'd also like to introduce you to Steve Gillen, who will interview Liz. Steve is the pastor at Willow Creek Community Church's North Shore campus. And over the past decade that I've known Steve, I've observed him as one of those multiplying leaders, as he's built teams and developed leaders in Willow's 20-something ministry and now at North Shore. I thought he'd be the perfect person to talk with Liz and help us dig into this leadership concept. So, let me turn it over to you now, Steve.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you, Steve.
I want to start our conversation into this book on what led you to the writing of this. What were the events either at your business or in your consulting that caused you to investigate this issue?
Well, it started really early in my experience, my career. I worked at Oracle, and I ran the corporate university there, which meant I sat on the management team for the company, and I got to work with a lot of executives, and I noticed that although all of them were brilliant, not all of them had this effect on others where other people around them were brilliant. I noticed some of them had this way of dumbing down the people around them. Somehow for them to be the smartest person in the room, other people couldn't be. And I saw people hold back. But around other leaders, those very same people, same IQ, same capability around another leader, they're brilliant. And why is that? And when I left Oracle, it was this kind of little lingering observation. I started doing some executive coaching, and I could see this with other leaders. And so it kind of turned into a curiosity until one day I was talking with a leader about this contagious viral effect some leaders had, and he goes, oh, they're amplifiers. And that led to, they become multipliers to the intelligence of others. And then it turned into a total obsession. I have to research to really get to the bottom of this and find out why they get so much more out of people.
Yeah.